Hi everyone, if you want to be an expert in trading the financial markets or to be a professional in this line of work, join our professional certificate in financial technical analysis. This certificate course is a 3-month course. You will learn 13 proven modules to enhance your trading strategies. At the same time, we prepare you for the prestigious diploma in financial technical analysis exams from the UK, as well as the certified exams from the US. You will be in good company. What you will learn from this course is applicable to stocks, commodities, CFDs, Forex, cryptocurrencies, crude palm oil, index futures, and learn how to make profit from up and down markets. Here are the 5 reasons why you take this course. Number 1, deeper understanding of technical analysis and other indicators. Number 2, obtain a diploma in financial technical analysis from world-renowned organizations. Number 3, you might want to be employed in an international brokerage firm, unit trust, or bank. Number 4, you may want to teach technical analysis in universities or colleges. And number 5, you may want to be a renowned author like myself. Choose your learning modes: in-campus or online classes. Course curriculum. Duration of this course is 3 months. Class schedule every Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Our intakes are in January and in July. Tutorials on trading platforms. There are 4 sessions. Location and venue: F1 Academy of Technical Analysis, Jalan Klang Lama, the Scott Garden, Kuala Lumpur. Registration is now open. You will learn 13 powerful modules to enhance your trading strategies. Module number 1, Introduction to Technical Analysis. Module number 2, Chart Pattern Analysis. Module number 3, The Moving Average. Module number 4, Technical Indicators and Oscillators. Module number 5, Advanced Japanese Candlestick Charting. Module number 6, The Elliott Wave Principles. Module number 7, Gann Theory. Module 8, Time Cycle. Module 9, Cryptocurrency and Money Management. Module 10, Heikin-Ashi Market Profile. Module 11, Point and Figure Charting. Module 12, Ichimoku Trading Strategy. Module 13, Exam Preparations. Now, let me introduce to you our 4 key lecturers. Lecturer number 1, yours sincerely, myself, and I have over 20 years of trading experience in financial markets. We also have Mr. Nicholas Tan from Singapore, who is a chartered market technician. He is from UOB Kay Hian, and he has at least 13 years experience trading the Forex markets and the CFD futures. Next, we have Aiman Shamsul, who is an expert in Forex and commodity trading. He was a portfolio manager from Bank Negara, and now you have the opportunity to learn from him. Lastly, we have Mr. Chu Wei Chun, who is an expert in Forex, Elliott Wave, and cryptocurrency. Now, let me show you our track record since 2007. In 2018, we have a passing rate of 100% for the STA Paper 1 from our 19 intake students. Later in 2019, our students brought in a passing rate of 100% as well for both Paper 1 and Paper 2. And just recently, our 22nd intake, we scored 100% passes in our Paper 1. For Paper 2, we scored 86% passes. Out of the 7 who took, 6 passed, 2 with distinctions. How good is that? We are the best. Now, let me show you what the other benefits are for signing up with us. Benefit number 1, 13 powerful modules. We'll give you the hard copies and you can keep them, and this is worth 90,000 ringgit. Benefit number 2, you will have access to our TAD system for 6 months, and this is worth 60,619 ringgit. Benefit number 3, You will have access to my daily newsletter for 6 months, and this will help you in your trading. I will tell you which stocks to look out for, and this newsletter is worth 5,000 ringgit. Benefit number 4, you will get 2 advanced trading software. 1, the SI Station with TAD templates, and 2, the MetaTrader 4. And this is worth 25,000 ringgit. Last but not least, you'll be in our Telegram support group for 6 months, and we'll continuously support you with all the help that you need. It is worth 5,000. The value of this course is 185,619. You will have special discounts if you sign up now. So hurry up and register now. Contact our customer support at these numbers.
Hello everyone, I'm Jody from Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. I'm a remiser with your BK and also considered a full-time trader. I've encountered this course from some of the analysts I've met. So I have always been interested in technical analysis. Thanks to COVID, we get to attend this course online. It is indeed a good opportunity for me to be able to attend this course at last from where I am. I have actually the first book that I read on technical analysis is written by Sifu Fred. So he is in my mind all this while. So I joined his channel in Telegram and found out about this F1 Academy. I think it's one of the longest and most established firm doing educating on technical analysis. That's why I chose F1 Academy. There are quite a number of new things I've learned here. One of them is Ichimoku trading system, which I found quite interesting and useful. And I'm already using it in my analysis now. And also I have more info on Elliott wave theory. I'm currently trading equities and also futures. Equities, which includes US, Hong Kong, China, and also Bursa Malaysia. First of all, I think Sifu Fred, Sifu Nick, and Sifu Aiman, they are very, very knowledgeable in this field of technical analysis. And the tutors as well, they are also qualified, certified. They are also able to help us with any questions that we put forward. They are also very prompt in responding all our questions. Well, for me, from my own experience, I think risk management is one of the most important aspects as a trader. I would suggest every traders to have a trading plan and stick to it. And of course, when it's time to cut loss, just cut it and train ourselves to have less emotion in the market so that we can act accordingly to our trading plan. Well, I would highly recommend anybody seeking to learn more about technical analysis take up this course in F1 Academy. I think it would be much greater if I encountered this course earlier. Everyone learning, continue, and never give up in journey of investing.
My name is Neo. I am part-time trader or hobbies trader looking into full-time trading as a vocation. I chose DCFTA course because I wanted a change in career. It is something that is very far and yet very related to the industry I was previously in. I've known Sifu Fred since 2004. So as far as his skills as an educator and an imparter of knowledge, I trust him. So that was not a brainer for me. In choosing this particular course, I learned the intricacies of technical analysis, its fluidity, its dynamic nature, its tenacity and flexibility, and the wide-ranging assets that it can be applied to, and the depth of analysis that it can do in a specific asset class. So whether it is something as complex as businesses or equities, or something as common as I wanted to know more about how technical analysis can be applied. I typically trade in the KLSE, but I have been studying markets beyond Malaysian borders, US, Hong Kong and all, and Singapore, and other tradable assets like gold and silver. They are gurus par excellence. Sifu Fred's name is laced with red carpet all around. First of his name to obtain the MFTA and all. Well, at least to me, he is a shining beacon to all who live, breathe, or at least dabble in technical analysis. Sifu Nicholas is a legend in its own right, having taught Forex trading for more than 15 years in Singapore itself. Sifu Aiman is a hero come out very young. He is a guru. I did not know until recently he was the vice president of the Malaysian Malaysian Society of Technical Analysts. Sifu Chu, I've heard of him before. To me, he is a hermit Sifu, but nonetheless, he's someone worth his salt, particularly in Elliott Wave. So I was definitely interested to hear him speak again. And the tutors, not forgetting Afnan, he's a hard worker, and his dedication should be emulated by traders all around. My advice to other traders, if you know your Churchill, never give up, never give up. And see those who are skillful with their hands, they will serve kings. They will not serve common people. I would highly recommend this PCFTA course to those who are really considering, and those who are seriously considering a job as a full-time trader, to be able to be in control of your time and to be able to make money in the comfort of wherever you are. So PCFTA course under F1 Academy.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Can everyone hear me? If you can, give me a thumbs up or type in the chat box. Clear. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us today on a Saturday. I know that we are all in a holiday mood, but you guys still made time to learn Ichimoku today, right? And this is all to apply, not just to learn, but to actually apply the techniques to make money. So I'm Afnan, and due to certain circumstances, Sifu Fred won't be able to join us today, but worry not, the session will still proceed, and we will learn how to use Ichimoku today. So if you have any friends or family that are interested to learn, just call them to join. You can watch on the same screen, or you can also share the link to the Zoom session, and we will all learn together. Okay, I can see some thumbs up from Yuk. Afiq, clear. Norazila, clear. Sue, clear. All right, fantastic. Okay, so before we begin, as usual, I have to read out to you this disclaimer. This talk is for information and educational purposes only, and should not be construed as a solicitation to buy or sell any of the stocks mentioned herein. The speakers or his staff may have positions in some of these stocks. Okay, so as you all know, today's topic is on Ichimoku, and this time I hope we can be more interactive. Okay, so you can ask questions relating to today's topic, or even technical analysis in general. You can type them in the chat box, so I will answer them from time to time. Some questions, if it's just a short one, I can answer them on the spot. Otherwise, I'll keep it until the Q&A session. Okay, so if we have extra time, we will have a few minutes more, extra session, particularly for Q&A. So if you have any questions you'd like to know about Ichimoku, technical analysis, trading, stick with us until the end. So for today's talk, the content, we're going to look at the first look at the Ichimoku chart. And then just a quick recap on previous talk in case some of you have missed it. All right. Some contents from the previous talk, it can be related to today's topic. So then we will actually look at the main content for the day, Ichimoku Kinko Hyo. That's the full name. After that, we'll break it down. We will look at the components of Ichimoku. All right. In short, we just call it Ichimoku. After that, the key concepts of Ichimoku, and then also trading with Ichimoku components. So once I'm done with all the explanation, on the theory and the basics, then we will look at real charts, easier to explain, all right, more interactive. Then after that, we will move on to Q&A, all right? So here is the first look at the Ichimoku chart. So if you haven't seen an Ichimoku chart, this is how it looks like. You can see a lot of colors, okay, a lot of lines, and all these weird shapes. Okay, these are actually clouds. So Ichimoku, all right, it consists of a few indicators or components. So you combine them all together, it's Ichimoku trading system. So this is one example. This is another example. So you see a lot of lines, indicators in a single chart. So we will look at how to interpret Ichimoku and how to apply it in real trading. So before that, just a quick recap on the previous talk. Okay, so previously we explained to you the evolution of technical analysis throughout the ages. It started off with Japanese candlesticks in the 18th century. After that, it moved on to here. Okay, this person is Charles Dow. Okay, where there were principles of technical analysis, and then moving averages came about. After that, this period, market structure. So I'm sure you've seen familiar names, Wyckoff theory. Okay, this is the guy. Elliott wave. This is the person. Gun fan, gun theory. This is the person. Chart pattern analysis is by this guy, Richard Shaw Becker. So other than that, here, indicators. All right. So you can see J. Bollinger. So I guess you know what indicator he came up with. Bollinger Band. All right. So these are some of the famous people that created famous indicators like Donchian channel, MACD, moving average convergence divergence. Okay, RSI, and so on. Okay, and now we are around this age here. So why are we learning all this? Is to make money, to reach success, which is success equals to preparation plus opportunity. So in the context of technical analysis and trading, it is the knowledge of technical analysis, you apply it, application, then you make money. So previously we talked about the moving average. Okay, I'm just gonna go quickly through. There are a few types of moving averages. So this is the simple moving average. So a moving average, the concept is very simple. If you only have one line, if price is above the line, it's bullish. If it's below, it is bearish. So this is a simple moving average. This is exponential moving average. And this is weighted moving average. So if you combine all of them together, you can see the difference. You can see which one is more sensitive. The least sensitive is obviously the simple moving average. As you can see, the line reacts the slowest. It turns down the last, okay, compared to the other two lines. All right. So another thing also, we also looked at dual moving average, okay, concept. So many novice traders, they know that a single moving average can be used for trading, okay, a trading system. But if you use two moving averages, it's also another system. You just have to understand the concept first. So for dual moving average, you buy when the faster moving average crosses above the slower moving average. And then you sell when the faster moving average crosses below the slower moving average. For an example here, so the faster one is the red one, the blue one is the slower one. So this point here, where the faster one crosses above the slow moving average, that's a buy signal around 1 ringgit 37 cents. Now the rule here is after you enter, you want to sell, right? Wait for a sell signal, which is when the moving average, the faster one, crosses below the slower moving average, like over here. So if you follow this concept, this rule, you can make a profit of 1 ringgit 99 cents or around 145% in 328 days. Yes, I know it takes a while, but that's because moving average is a trend following indicator. All right. Another thing that we covered was Bollinger Band. Okay, where we explain the bands, they actually have meaning when they move. For an example over here, you see there's a constriction, okay, where it is squeezing. So when that happens, it usually is a sign that rapid price movement tends to follow afterward. It can be down or it can be up. All right. So over here, you can see after it constricts and then it expands. So when it expands, it means there's an increase in trading activity. In other words, volatility is increased. Another thing is Bollinger Band also has its own techniques. Okay, so this is what we call a double bottom, but not the typical double bottom like chart pattern analysis. For Bollinger Band, the double bottom is the first bottom has to be a close on the outside of the lower band, such as over here. Then there has to be a second bottom, but within the band, all right, which is over here. And then the signal for the signal to buy is actually when price closes above the center moving average. That's the buy signal, so you can enter around here. So that is the double bottom strategy using Bollinger Band. Okay, so that's all the quick recap. Now, let's take a look at today's main topic, Ichimoku Kinko Hyo. All right, so the whole talk is only for 1 hour. I won't go into the formula because that will take too long. So we will just look at how Ichimoku works and how to apply it. All right. So Ichimoku, what is Ichimoku Kinko Hyo? Well, it is a technical indicator, or you can say even a methodology that uses 4 components to give more insights in a single chart. It is a standalone trading system. It's also a trend following trading system. It's developed by Goichi Hosoda, designed in the late 1930s. And then it took 30 years to formulate and complete this system. Okay, then it was published and introduced to the world in 1968. Okay, but it only came to the Western world in the late 1990s to early 2000. Okay, so that's a brief introduction on Ichimoku. So what are the 4 components of Ichimoku? So number 1 is Tenkan, the conversion line, okay, which is shorter term in nature. And then we have Kijun, the baseline, also short term in nature, but compared to Tenkan, okay, Kijun is just slightly slower. And then we have the Chico, the lagging span, used to confirm the trend. And lastly, we have Kumo, which is the cloud, which is longer term in nature. So when you set up your Ichimoku indicator on your charting platform, it can be in any colors, it's up to you. So for mine, I've set it to Tenkan being red, Kijun being green, Chico yellow. Okay, so that's easier for me to see and explain. All right. So in this in the charts later, you can see Tenkan, Kijun, Chico, they will follow this color. It's just to make it easier for you to see. So let's take a look at the Ichimoku chart again. The 4 components of Ichimoku. So the first one is Tenkan, the conversion line. All right. So it's the red color line over here, you can see. And then the next one, the green one, Kijun, the baseline. All right. And then the orange one, Chico, the lagging span. And then over here, this is the Kumo cloud. All right. So those are the 4 components: Tenkan, Kijun, Chico, and Kumo. All right. And these 4 components, they work in harmony. So after knowing how each component looks like, but what are the strategies? What are the, what's the concept of Ichimoku? So some key concepts of Ichimoku that you should know is it shows the current trend, support, and also resistance. Ichimoku itself has many techniques that you can use. So one of them is it also uses dual moving average crossover concept, okay, application. So that's why I mentioned that in the previous talk, some parts is related, which is the dual moving average. Okay, and then next, for trading strategy, also it applies support and resistance trading concept. And Ichimoku also gives us directional view, and with a single system, it can give us more insight. I think you can get the idea now, because just now I mentioned Tenkan, Kijun, Chico, Kumo. I mentioned, oh, this is shorter term in nature, and this is short term. This is to confirm the trend, and then this is longer term in nature. So with just a single chart, it can give us more information, more insights on a particular stock or financial instrument. All right, but what are the strengths and weakness of Ichimoku Kinko Hyo? Okay, so just like any other trend following system, okay, since it's trend following, it works best in trending market. So I see there's one question there by Yuki. When to use Ichimoku? Okay, generally speaking, it works best when the market is trending. So if this is a trend following system, what's the weakness? If you know your technical analysis, you will know that, oh, trend following system is not good for sideways market. Okay, there are actually more, but these are the general ones. So next, we're going to take a look at trading with the Ichimoku components. All right, we're going to start off with Kijun because it's the easier one. Okay, so Kijun, what's the rule here? If you're only using Kijun, okay, the rule here is if price crosses above Kijun, it means it is bullish, so you buy. So if price is below Kijun, means it is bearish, then you sell. Okay, but also take note that while we can use the components of Ichimoku to trade, it only works best when you use all of them combined. Okay, so we're going to look at each component first, how they work, and then later we'll see how to combine them. So trading with Kijun, what this means, price above Kijun, price below Kijun, is actually very similar to using a single moving average, which is when price crosses above the moving average, it is a buy signal. When price crosses below the moving average, it is a sell signal. Similar with Kijun over here. So you can see this is an Ichimoku chart. So Kijun is the green line here. the way it moves, it is like a moving average. So around which point price goes above Kijun, we can see there's one over here. Okay, price crosses above Kijun. So there's one. Another example here is over here. Okay, price crosses above Kijun. So can you see that? Maybe at first it's hard because Ichimoku has a lot of lines, right? It's very, very colorful. So this, you actually need practice. So another example here is when price crosses below Kijun, like the one over here. Okay, that's a sell signal. Another one that we can see is over here. Okay, so price crosses below Kijun. All right, so it's very, very similar to a single moving average. So that one is on Kijun. Next is Tenkan plus Kijun crossover. So now this one is like dual moving average crossover. Very similar concept. Okay, so since Tenkan is faster compared to Kijun, that means if Tenkan crosses above Kijun, it is a buy signal. If Tenkan crosses below Kijun, then it is a sell signal. So let's take a look at this chart again. So where can we see Tenkan crossing above Kijun? There's one over here, you can see. So the red line here, at one point it crosses above the green line. So that's a Tenkan and Kijun crossover. Another one is, okay, this is quite clear over here. Okay, there. Tenkan crosses above Kijun. So that's another buy signal. So as for sell signal, it's over here, you can see Tenkan crosses below Kijun. And then also the one over here. Here, can you see? Tenkan crosses below Kijun. So these are the sell signals based on Tenkan and Kijun crossover. But if we go to the latest one, the most recent one, there's also there's a new buy signal. So Tenkan crosses above Kijun over here. Okay, so far so good. I hope it's not too much to digest. I hope you can follow. So after Kijun and then also Tenkan and Kijun crossover, next we're going to look at how to use Chico. Chico, the lagging span, confirming the trend with Chico. And this one, for a lot of people, at first they don't get it. It's hard to see. Okay, so let me try my best to explain to you. So we can actually use Chico to confirm the trend, whether it's bullish or bearish. Take a look at this chart over here. So Chico formula, I can tell is very straightforward and simple. Chico, the orange line here, is basically the closing price of 26 days ago. So you see every stock here is based on the closing prices over here, okay? And then they push it back they push it behind by 26 days. So you can see over here, okay, I think I'll circle here. This point here, that's the closing price of the last candle. And then they just push it back. Just like this one over here. This is the closing price of this green candle, right? So Chico, the formula is just that closing price of 26 days ago. But how do we interpret Chico? Well, the rule here is if Chico at the present time Chico is below price, such as the one over here, that means it confirms the bearish trend. Now over here, okay, this is a recent chart, all right? This is the latest closing price. So this is the actual present moment. So currently you can see, if you look at Chico, okay, you have to compare it with the price. You look vertically. So if we look here, this is Chico, and then we look vertically, price is above Chico or below Chico. Okay, so if we look vertically from this point, price, Chico is actually above price. Okay, it's above the price. So this way, that's how we read Chico. This is above price, which means Chico above price confirm the bullish trend. Okay, so if you really understand how Chico works, you want to interpret it on a recent chart, latest closing, is very easy. But if you want to go and backtest, look at the history, how it works. I mean, the previous signals is actually, it takes a bit of practice, okay, to see, because when Chico was here, all right, that means price was around here. Right, so you have to know how to see. So when price was here, okay, over here, let's say this whole part here not yet exists. Price was just over here, okay? And so Chico was here. So from that point, we look vertically. So at this point, Chico is below price, right? It's below price. So we read it as Chico below price, confirm bearish trend. So I hope you can see how it works now. Okay, so another chart example here is, you can see, this is also a recent, a latest closing. So from this point onward, okay, price is here. So price is here. This is the closing price. This is Chico. So if we look vertically, Chico is above price. So it confirms the bullish trend. Okay, Chico confirm, Chico above price, it confirms the bullish trend. Okay, the next part of it, like how to combine all components together, okay, and also how to use, I haven't explained how to use the cloud, okay, and other methods. This one I'll show you in real charts later because it will only be, it's easier that way, okay. So how is it so far? Can you guys absorb? If it's yes, type in the chat box yes before I proceed to the real chart. Because if you need more explanation on the recent slides, you let me know quickly, then we'll go through together. So Afiq, yes. SL, yep. And Dawood, yes. Lee Sing, yes. Johari, yes. Okay, that's good. All right. Just quickly, if you guys are interested to know more about Ichimoku, okay, as you all know, we have an upcoming 3 months professional course. Okay, Ichimoku is actually just one of the 13 comprehensive and powerful modules that will be taught. Okay, so just now and what you learn and also what I will show later is still just the surface of Ichimoku. Okay, if you join our course, Ichimoku itself will take 2 days to finish. And this topic will actually be taught by Sifu Nicholas from UOB Kay Hian himself, who has more than 13-15 years of Forex trading experience. Okay, so these are the benefits. I'll just go through quickly. Okay, so it's worth this much. The price is here, which excludes the STA UK exam. Okay, so currently we have a special discount, just like we mentioned in the previous talk. Last day is tomorrow, discount by 500 ringgit, okay, for TAD member and also public. So if you're interested to be certified financial technical analyst, you can call our customer support, okay, at this number and register. Okay, we'll take a look at the real charts now. If you want to know the contents later, look at the slides again later, I'll show you. All right, so now let's take a look at real charts. Hello, Nelly. By the way, Nelly was one of our PCFTA, our 3 months course student as well. Okay, so now I hope you can see my charting platform. Okay, it's called SI Station or Share Investor Station. So this is Ichimoku. Then again, whatever color you want your Ichimoku components to be, it's up to you. Different platforms may have different style. Okay, some they may not show red and green cloud. Okay, some show. So for me, it's easier that way. I set it up to be that way. Okay. So over here, so far we've mentioned, we've learned about Kijun, okay, price above Kijun, buy, what else? Tenkan and Kijun crossover, we've done that. And Chico, we've learned how to use Chico to interpret it and to see how it can be used to confirm the trend. Now, the next thing that we are going to cover is the Kumo cloud, okay? Yes, cloud, awan. So there are many strategies in Ichimoku. For Kumo cloud, the simplest way is the breakout method, which is if price breaks above the cloud, okay, this is the price now, this is the cloud. If price breaks above the cloud, then it is a buy signal. Okay, it's very straightforward. Okay, for an example, let me see. Okay, like the one over here. So you see price breaks above the cloud. Okay, so that's a buy and breakout signal based on Ichimoku. Okay, very straightforward if you are interpreting individual components. Now, how can we combine all 4 components so that it can be more successful? Okay, for it to complement each other. Okay, so remember all the 4 components, how to interpret them. Basically, just see what methods you want to use and then combine them. So for example, this one I'm using the, let's say we are using the buy on breakout method based on the cloud. Okay, then the rest of the previous methods, the indicators, we look for the bullish signals. Okay, so for example here, up to this point over here. Okay, let me just put a circle. Okay, I'll put it black. Okay, over here there is a breakout of the cloud. Okay, so what else is there? Is price above Kijun? So Kijun is the green line. At this point, price is above Kijun. At one point, there was a Tenkan crossing above Kijun. And let's say, okay, we're gonna look at this particular candle. Okay, this green candle. So that's the closing price. All right, so I can just guess approximately when price was here, Chico was here. Okay, this one here. So at this point, if we look vertically, Chico is above price, which confirms the trend, right? So Kijun, price above Kijun, clear. Tenkan and Kijun crossover, bullish, clear. Chico above price, clear. And there's a price breakout above the Kumo cloud. Okay, so if you have more and more confirmation, the chances for price to go up trending is high. All right, so that's how you combine all the indicators, the components together. Okay, if you go more in depth, all right, you can actually know that the cloud here, the color, the twist, how it moves, there are meanings. And just for your information, the cloud here, okay, the line here and here, they can actually be used as a support and resistance. So Ichimoku is like that. There are so many things that you can get from a single Ichimoku chart. One more thing I can share is, do you know that the crossover between Tenkan and Kijun, if it happens below the cloud, inside the cloud, above the cloud, the strength of the signal is different. And also another thing, this is a general interpretation. If price is above the cloud, it is bullish. If price is below the cloud, it is bearish. Another thing about Chico is, yes, Chico, if it's above price, it confirms the bullish trend. You want stronger confirmation, Chico has to be above the cloud. Okay, again, these are just surface level. Ichimoku has its own reversal pattern and also has its own price targeting method. All right, so what we learn here is just basic and surface. Now I'm going to look at the recent price data first. Let me clear the drawing. Okay, so over here, how we can interpret it is, so we can see price is below the cloud. Is in terms of the cloud, it is bearish. Okay, so there's a Tenkan and Kijun bullish crossover, but below the cloud is just a weak signal. Okay, price is currently inside the cloud, is neutral. All right, so if you want to say whether the signal for uptrend is strong or not based on Ichimoku for this stock, it is just still neutral. All right, so you can see Ichimoku has a lot of components. So when price is downtrending, there are some rebounds in between. With the cloud and other components, it can help us to stay aside, to save us from false signals. So you see here, if there wasn't any Ichimoku, we might see, oh, there's a rebound, maybe it's a buy, but then price went down again. Over here, strong rebound, oh, it's a buy, but then price went down again. But with Ichimoku, the cloud and other components can save you. Okay, I think let's take a look at the past. Here I mentioned just now, trend following system, when used in sideways market, they are not so effective. Okay, like the one over here. So let's take a look at when it is effective, such as over here. So if you're to enter here, all right, you can see how you'll be riding the trend up until here, right, around this level. Okay, there can be sell signals in based on the Tenkan and Kijun, all right, but other components are saving you, like Chico remaining above price is still above the cloud. All this can save you, all right. And you can see how Ichimoku can be quite long term. So this is for those trend followers who are very patient or full-time working adults, which if you don't have time to monitor the market, Ichimoku can be one of your strategy to trade the market. So other than this, okay, in the past, like over here, okay, so there wasn't enough price data back then, so we'll skip that. Okay, other than this, let's see, other chart. Any questions so far? You can put in the chat box. Okay, we're gonna look at top glove. So over here, top glove and glove stocks in general, we know that at one point 2020 they were strong, and then until now, since around, okay, in the late 2020 it was weak, right, until now, just downtrending. So let's see if Ichimoku can save us from getting whipsaws from all the rebounds. All right, so up until here we can see price has been below the cloud. All right, so if you really believe in the cloud, there are no buy signals here. Okay, what about breakouts? Intraday there was a breakout here. All right, but Chico is still below price. I think, let me see, closing price was here. So when price was here, okay, Chico is here. All right, so although there was an intraday breakout, but by the end of the day, price closes back here. Okay, Chico is below cloud, closing price is inside the cloud, it's just neutral. What about over here? just a small breakout, but then still the Tenkan Kijun crossover, when it occurred, it was below the cloud. Chico was also below the cloud, not a strong signal. Okay, over here, okay, we'll skip that. This is the interesting part. Okay, let me just stretch up a bit. All right. So over here or here, we can see that price was above the cloud. Everything confirmed the bullish trend, like Chico being above price, Tenkan is above Kijun, and so on. Okay. Now we can see how Ichimoku can help us to write the trend. Okay, all the way up here. Okay, and then you can take your profit based on sell signal, or as traders, you can be a bit flexible, not just sell signal. You can also just sell on target. If you have target here or here, you see that price fails to exceed the previous peak, you can also take profit. Okay, or just wait for example, for price to go below the cloud, like the one over here. That also works. So how's Ichimoku so far? Interesting or not? Okay, to me, Ichimoku is very, very unique because it can be used as a standalone trading system. It's trend following, and this system alone gives you many insights for many different, how to say, time frame, period, short term, shorter term, longer term, all in one chart. Okay, so on charts, that's all I want to show. Okay, so I think we can move on to Q&A. All right. So guys, any questions that you'd like me to answer, whether it's about Ichimoku or technical analysis itself? Can analyze FFB and RHB. All right, let me take a look. Let's see. FFB. Okay. Since this stock is new, there isn't enough price data for the indicator to form anything. All right. So on Ichimoku, we cannot do much. With all the existing data right now, it's all bearish. But then again, it's not that complete. So I think we'll take a look at the second stock that you mentioned, RHB. Okay, RHB, let's see. Okay, so based on RHB, you can see. Okay, so first thing, the easiest one to see is actually the longer term outlook, right? Which is the cloud. Usually that's what we look at first because it's the most obvious. So price is below the cloud, it's bearish. What else? Chico is below price. Okay, it confirms the bearish trend. And what about Tenkan and Kijun? The crossover was Tenkan crossing below Kijun. So currently it is bearish based on Ichimoku. Okay. Next, can it be used in Forex and gold market? Ichimoku, yes, can be used in Forex and gold market. Okay. But also to relate it with Christina's question, okay, intraday is not meant to be used for intraday chart. So if you trade Forex or gold market and you want to use Ichimoku on an intraday time frame, okay, Ichimoku is not designed to be that way. Okay, it works best in daily time frame. Okay, there's Tuffy. Hold on. Okay. So let's take a look at Tuffy. Let me clear the drawing. Okay, we zoom in a bit. Okay, so based on the present situation on Tuffy with Ichimoku, price is currently below the cloud. Chico is also below price. Okay, for the short-term Tenkan cross above Kijun, all right? So there's some short-term momentum, but then again, if there's a bullish crossover between these two, but below the cloud, it is just a weak signal. And then additionally, Chico is saying bearish. The cloud, the Kumo cloud, is also saying bearish. Okay, this is a sideways period where Ichimoku whipsaws, all right? But what about the period where it is trending? Let's see. So when it is trending, it is very obvious that Ichimoku works, all right? It can help you to write the trend. The signal will be based on the breakout of the cloud. Then you can write the trend, okay? You can sell when price goes below cloud, or sell at target, or when you feel like it, when you think that, enough profits, okay, time to take the profit. Okay, it's all up to you. Okay, what else? My EG, okay. Okay, my EG, for me, it's a stock that's quite erratic, okay? Not to say totally illiquid, but just erratic. So for erratic kind of movement, trend following indicators or system doesn't work so well, okay? To a certain extent, it can work, but not as good as those stocks that are actually liquid. Okay, but nevertheless, let's see. Based on Ichimoku, price is below the Kumo cloud, bearish. Chico is currently here. Okay, so it's below price. It confirms the bearish trend. And then here, Tenkan above Kijun. Okay, but it occurred below the cloud. Okay, not a strong signal. So my EG trend-wise, it is still bearish. I think I missed one question there. Will recording be available? Yes, recording will be available. Okay, after my EG, NCT, let's see. Okay, currently over here, you can say price is below the cloud or price is inside the cloud. It's very hard to see. But if you interpret it literally, if it's inside the cloud, then it's neutral. Okay, Chico is also somewhat not above, not below the price. Okay, quite neutral. Okay, Tenkan, Kijun, quite flat, right? It cannot give us any useful information as of now. So it's all saying neutral, right? And we can also see that price has also been moving horizontally, sideways to bearish, sideways with bearish bias. Okay, what else? Do you agree technical are lagging indicators compared to price action? Okay, I think what you mean is indicators are lagging compared to price action, because if you study price action, that is still technical analysis. Technical analysis is essentially you studying price chart, price action. Okay, so price action, no doubt, is the most leading. And then most of the other indicators, especially trend following indicators like moving average, Ichimoku, they are lagging. But when they are lagging, in exchange they can also confirm trends. Okay, so there's a give and take here. There's pros and cons. Okay, just like momentum oscillators, they are more useful in a sideways market, less useful in a trending market. All right, but although they are like that, they are less lagging compared to trend following indicators. And then trend following indicators, they are more lagging. Okay, but they confirm trend, they whipsaw less compared to momentum oscillators in a trending market. Okay, so many questions here. I think we'll just take a few more. Okay, then we'll call it a day. USA index. Let me see. Okay, I think we'll stick to Malaysian stocks market. Yeah. Next, you define Kumo where price is now or at the far end of Kumo. Okay, very good question. I'll pull up another chart. Okay, testing audio, is it still okay? Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, just a few. Okay, audio should be back. All right, where was I? Kumo. All right. So all right. So Kumo, it depends on what you want to see. All right. If it's just where's the current resistance, what's the current trend based on Kumo, we just look at the present moment. Okay. So if you look here, this price is here now, you look above. So here we interpret it as price is below the cloud. The portion here, this is more advanced, whereby remember I mentioned Kumo cloud can also be used as support and resistance. So for example, let's say price was here, okay, but the cloud was here. Okay, so it means in the future this can be a resistance. Okay, so Kumo cloud, they have this special thing about projecting future support and resistance. Okay, next question. All right, guys, we try to stick to Malaysian market. So next question is not a question, more like a request. So Danya. Okay, so Danya, let's see. Currently, price is above the cloud. Okay, Chico is above price. Okay, and the cloud. Tenkan crossover above. Tenkan crossed above Kijun. Okay, all is bullish. So technically speaking, based on Ichimoku, Sedana is bullish. All right, but whether or not it will go up or go sideways and whipsaw, that's another question. Okay, but technically speaking, based on what we learn, if you follow the rules, it's technically bullish. When and how to use the far end of Kumo. Okay, so like I think I already answered this question just now, right? Right. If it's still not clear, let me know. I'll proceed with the next question. How about boosted? Okay, let's see. It's a B step. Yeah, that's the symbol. Okay. All right, so we look at the cloud first. So based on the cloud, price is above the cloud, so bullish. Okay, but Tenkan crossed below Kijun. There is some weakness there. All right. Chico is above price, bullish. Okay, technically speaking, it's more to bullish. But if we want to go through deeper, then we can see that currently price is also going sideways. So we can expect some whipsaws. All right. And just to share with you, when the cloud is converging like this part here, that means at one point it's telling us that, oh, price is consolidating. All right. So since at one point it was like that, so we can expect some consolidation to still continue. Okay. Well, if we look at the past, okay, when it's trending, that's when it works best. Okay. All right. I think we'll do one last one. All right. M-Bank. Okay, M-Bank currently price is bullish based on the cloud. Chico is also above price and the cloud. Tenkan cross above Kijun. Okay, so overall is bullish based on Ichimoku. Okay, and just to add a bit on trend following trading strategy. Remember, traders, the best timing to enter an uptrending stock is at its early stage. Okay, so when you see buy signals based on Ichimoku, all right, it's best when it is still at its early stage. Okay, so if you enter somewhere in between, there are risks. Okay, so I think that is yes, that's the end. That's all we have for today. So I hope you guys learned something very useful. Ichimoku is a common indicator. You can go to TradingView, look for it. Other brokers, other broker platform may or may not have it, but just take a look. You type Ichimoku or Ichimoku Kinko Hyo. So most likely it is there. So now you know how it basically works. Okay, the basic idea. So maybe you can apply it in your trading. Right, of course, if you want to learn more about it, more in depth, how the reversal and price targeting work and what the cloud means when it twists here and there, okay, you can sign up for our course. You learn it from Sifu Nicholas himself. Okay, thank you everyone for joining the Saturday talk. Okay, happy holidays for those who are celebrating. Selamat Hari Raya Haji. All right, see you guys.